welcome Ed Robinson from Aptimize. Good to see you.
Thank you, Steve. So hi, I'm Ed Robinson. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Aptimize Software, and we produce a piece of software that you can download from our website or buy through Rackspace hosting that instantly doubles your website speeds. And some people refer to it as Steve Souders in a box. We tend to think of it as just software that automates every best practice for front-end optimization. So as a performance engineer, often the greatest challenge that you have is convincing the business that they've got a performance problem and that they need to fix the performance problem. And there are a lot of great solutions, coming out these days. We're seeing AIL Page Test, which is an awesome tool, and also some great software from Keynote as well for measuring and showing people just how long pages load from around the world. And today we're introducing a new tool which will visually show people the effects of latency. So how long it takes to load a web page from around the world. And our latency simulator is a plugin into Internet Explorer. We're releasing it as open source, which is really our way of reaching out to the community and saying, hey, we need some help to port this to other platforms so that everyone can use it. And so what I'm going to do now is demonstrate it to you, and I'm also going to tell you a story at the same time. So let's suppose that you walk into, you have a website that's about to be released, say in a week's time or 2 weeks' time, and you try to convince the development team or the operations or the business that they've got a performance problem, that when they release their software, it's going to be slow. And as a performance expert, you know this, because on the home page there's 6 YouTube videos, they've got 20 JavaScript files, 16 CSS files, and a whole bunch of images. And you can tell that when the browsers load that page, they're going to go backwards and forwards to load everything on the page. But it's really hard to convince people of that, because when they look at that web page locally, it loads really quick because they're looking at on their LAN, it's on a fast connection, and it's just going really, really quickly. So we've got an add-in, and if you look on the browser here on Internet Explorer, there's an add-in that shows you on the left-hand side that you can simply add latency to every web page that you load. And what I'm doing very purposefully is not showing you another website externally, because I don't want to embarrass anyone, but I'll just show you on our own, sort of a private copy of our own website. So let's suppose that we're sitting here in San Jose. Let's suppose someone was going to load that page from, say, New York. Let's add latency from New York, from domestic broadband. And now when I load that page, you can see that the browser loads it much slower, and that's the effect of adding 3 seconds of latency onto that web page. Now, let's suppose that the business is also interested in loading pages internationally. You've got international customers. And I live in New Zealand, so basically what that means, it's about 10,000 miles away. We have latency built into every connection that we do automatically. So let's do it from the browser. So I click on International Broadband, and now I load that page. And even though it's just serving from my local machine, it starts adding latency and showing you the effect of what that page looks like when it loads from offshore. So let's go one step further, and what we're going to do now is look at the effect of international dial-up. So what this is emulating, really simply from the browser, is if someone from, say, Asia or South Africa on a really slow broadband connection or on a fast dial-up connection is loading the same web page. So when I click that page, and usually when you demo this, you want to be silent and watch it load. And if you show that to the business, they're going to see very, very quickly that they've got a performance problem, just as the browsers are going to go backwards and forwards, loading their 6 YouTube videos and tons of JavaScript. And you tend to get the the power that you need to allow you to performance tune that website. So really that's as simple as it is. I think the key thing that we've learned, we've sped up hundreds of websites, is that when you can visually show people So they're not just seeing numbers on a page of how slow their site is. When you can visually show people their site's rendering very, very slowly, then that's a very powerful expression. It's a very powerful way of showing them what the customer's experience is going to be. I'm Ed Robinson. Thank you for your time.